It's Paul Clegg in this second part of this 5-step series, and in the previous video I talked about the importance of identifying and recognizing the audience you want to get in front of, getting to stop them in what they're doing, get them to lean into a conversation. Now, why do I say that? Well, a conversation can take place digitally, it can take place physically, but it's very important to qualify that audience, to find out whether the problems or the challenges they have is important enough for them to do something about it. And very rarely do I see people who actually know what questions to ask and in fact ask those questions. They assume that because somebody's expressed an interest that there'll be a natural fit. They could be, but right now, to begin with, they don't know who you are, they don't know whether they can trust you, they don't know whether you're competent enough to actually solve the problems they have. So you need to build some sort of relationship, some sort of rapport that illustrates those things to them, that convincing them that you are the person to take them by the hand and get them over the hurdles they face. Now, I call it engagement. You might want to call it content, but that's where content primarily exists. It exists where people are putting out content, say on social media, and in different forms as well, that give that person confidence that you know what you're talking about, that you've got that expertise, you've got that empathy. You might do it in the form of the written word, of podcasts. You might do it at exhibitions or on webinars. I particularly like video because it brings over a personality and a tonality that hopefully people can identify with. But content is very key. Now, the point about content is I see a lot of people delivering content on social media, particularly on LinkedIn. But I wonder whether the content has got a structure to it. Has it got a form? Has it got a congruity? I don't know whether that's the right word. Is it congruent with your positioning as an organization, as a business person? And is it adding value? And where's it taking people to? Because content is great if you just want to write and talk about stuff, but it should be leading to somebody taking some sort of action. It should not be selling, but there should be some elements that sell. In Gary Vaynerchuk's book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, he suggests that actually providing free content and great value is the jab, 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 but occasionally you need to have that right hook. Ask them to do something, ask them to download, ask them to give you the email, can you get them get on a Zoom call? Not necessarily to sell, but maybe to qualify. How can you help that person? How can they help you? Is it that they've got challenges that are unmet that you might be able to help them with? Or maybe you know people that in your network that can help them with those, and that would be very valuable as well. So the subjects of engagement and content and rapport is absolutely critical, and we talk about that a lot on Marketing Crew. And it's not just what I've just described there. It could be posture, it could be the little things we do that damage our reputation. It's all about building reputation, and your reputation is what people what they say when they talk about you behind your back. Think about that for a moment. Your reputation is what people say about you behind your back, and they will talk about you. You want them to talk to people they know about you behind your back, because that's where the referrals come from. But you don't want them to be talking about you in a negative way. And as I say, at Marketing Crew, we expose all of those areas and we get people to think. So that's my call of action for today. Actually, my call of action is if you'd like to know where all this joins up and get some advanced look into the sort of things I'm going to be talking about, I've actually got a downloadable e-report. It's about 33 pages long, but it's a very practical guide from years of experience about putting marketing pieces together into a strategy, and I would encourage you to download it. It's free of charge. There's a link at the end of this particular video, or there may be a link now, and tick off the things that you're doing. don't say, oh, I know this and whatever. It's not good enough to know it. You've got to be using it. You've got to be doing it. And then maybe we'll continue this conversation on the next video. All the very best. Cheers.